Hey guys, it's JT here. Normally I'm on here for something a little serious for myself, like, trying to do something for music, trying to do something for American Idol, for The Voice, doing fun stuff like with Rocky Horror and everything. But today I kind of want to talk about something very, very serious that's also a little personal to me. Now, I just recently read an article in a magazine that discussed a 16-year-old girl from Vancouver who killed herself. Ultimately, she killed herself because she was bullied for a lot of her life. And it hits me in a personal spot because I was bullied when I was younger too. Going through elementary school up till 3rd grade, it was a good life. Had my friends, had my family, no problems. But then, for some reason, I still don't even know why, things changed. I get to 3rd grade, about halfway through the school year, all of a sudden some of the people that were my friends just jumped me outside after school one day and beat the crap out of me. Beating would have been a lot worse if it wasn't for my sisters showing up because they were afraid of her and her friends. And things just slowly got a little bit worse and worse over time. I ended up switching elementary schools in my town for 4th grade. Made some new friends. But, I still had to deal with some of the people from the other school because of a program I was in for those that were smarter than others. So I still had to deal with the bullying then, but no fighting. And the way I was picked on was in a few ways. Now, I was never a fat kid, as people would like to say, but I was always a bit heavier once I started getting a little older. So, you could call me stocky, chubby. I can't even think of anything else that would be better to describe it, but I was heavier. So, I got picked on for my weight. All the nicknames that you could have thought of. Chubby, fatso, tubby, lard ass, earthquake, because apparently when I walked I created them. And yeah, it hurts. Things weren't too bad 4th, 5th, and 6th grade because I eventually quit that program, didn't have to deal with them. But then I got to middle school in 7th grade, and I had to deal with them again because now I was in the same class as all of them. And once again, all the bullying started coming out. Never even told my parents, but there were a good number of times that they jumped me after school again, that they would, position themselves on the ways to my house to try to jump me, that I had to start sneaking through the parking lot and the back ways of the senior citizens building just to avoid them. A couple people ended up joining in on them with that. So, I would actually have to walk up to the other side of town, go all the way around and come home, and just tell my parents I stayed after school for extra help. The other way that I got picked on, which was more prominent once we got to middle school, was through my last name. My last name is spelled F-E-H-E-R, but it's pronounced Feher. It's a European name. And what word rhymes with Feher? None other than gayer. So I got to deal with the taunting and teasing of the little rhyme, no one's gayer than Jason Feher. And part of that was all because I had never kissed a girl at that point. Yeah, I'm sorry, I may not have been a male whore like most of these guys, but I wasn't just going to get them to stop it and kiss a girl for that. I wanted to kiss a girl because, I wanted to kiss her and she wanted to kiss me. So, 8th grade was actually when I first tried to kill myself. Suffocation, cutting myself. I even cut school one day, tried throwing myself into traffic. Basically tried to slam my head into a wall enough times that I would bust myself open. And obviously it didn't work. And I hid a lot of the stuff that happened to me from my family, even the people that really were my friends. because I didn't want them to worry about me. High school, still dealing with a lot of the same stuff. Granted, thankfully, some of the kids that picked on me when I was younger grew up, and they even apologized to me for what they did. But there were others from that same group that were still going after me. Still doing the fatso tubby route, still doing the no one's gayer route. By the time of my sophomore year of high school, I was drinking and I was experimenting with drugs. Not a lot when it came to the drugs, mainly smoked pot a few times, and I actually tried ecstasy and LSD. I will say that trying those was a better thing for me though, because after my experiment, I just had one of the worst trips of my life, to the point where even today I don't even like taking prescription medication unless I have to. But the drinking, I was doing that because I wanted to escape the pain that I was feeling, but instead it just magnified it, made me feel even worse. By the time of my sophomore year of high school, I was once again trying to kill myself. I think I realized though, like back then, I really wasn't just trying to kill myself, I really was trying to cry out for help. By the time of my senior year of high school, things were starting to get better for myself. And there was one thing that really helped me out. I did have a strong support system. I had a couple of friends really close to me, one of them who is still my best friend to this day, that I confided a lot of this stuff into. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And he was my support for the most part, even more so than my parents and my sisters. He was always there for me to vent. He was always there for me if I needed a hug. He was the brother I never had growing up. And he always will be my brother. And after him, then my family were the next ones there for me, helping me out, because I finally started opening up a bit more to them. Now, I won't lie, like, there's the occasional point in my life where things will go wrong for me, and I'll think back and be like, you know, what if I did go through with it? There's even times every once in a while that I've had some of those thoughts come back to me when I've been depressed and down, and just brought back those old feelings, those old thoughts. But now I realize it's not the right move. And I realized too that a lot of the people out there who get bullied, there's two reasons why it continues to happen and why in a lot of the cases they kill themselves. One is because they really cannot find the strength and confidence that they have inside them to stand up for themselves and stop it, or to go and seek the help that they need. Two is because either they really do not have, or they don't realize that they have a strong support system with their family and their close friends. Because if you're being bullied by people that say that they were your friends, really aren't. The real friends will be the ones who will either step aside and not be a part of it, or they will be the ones trying to get help, trying to stop it. And this poor girl, Amanda from Vancouver, she didn't have the strength, and she may not have been able to find the support she needed, and she ended her life. And I don't want to see that happen, whether it's to people that I personally know and care about, or to anybody, even if I've never met you. And that's my real reason today for this video. I hope people see this and understand that you can get through, you can survive being bullied, and you can still live your life. As long as you have that strength and confidence, and you can find that strength and confidence through the support of your family and friends. You can even find it through strangers who have been through the same situations as you, whether it's been as bad or not. And that's what I want to do. I want to lend my support to anybody out there. If you've been bullied, whether it's because of your age, because of being a male or female, whether it's because you're gay, bisexual, lesbian, transgendered, whether it's because you're too heavy or too thin, whether it's because of your religious beliefs, whether it's simply because the people bullying you just want to do this for the sake of it because it makes them feel better about themselves. For any reason at all, if you're being bullied, I want you to contact me. You may not know me, you may never meet me, but I want you to know that I am here for you. If you can't find support in anybody else, you can find it in me. Message me here on Facebook, on YouTube I mean. I will give you my Facebook. I will give you my email address. If I need to, I will give you my phone number. I just want you to contact me. I don't want you to go the route that Amanda did. I don't want you to go the route that any of these people that have killed themselves have gone. I want you to grow up. I want you to live a long, successful, and happy life. Because everybody deserves that. Even the people who do the bullying. Yeah, they shouldn't be bullying you, but even they deserve to live long, happy lives. No one deserves to die at a young age. And even if only 100 people see this, and if only 5 people message me because they need support, that's 5 people I can help. And through that, those 5 people can help another 5 people each, and the ripple effect will just carry out, and we'll be helping people all across the world. So please, don't give in to bullying. Don't be a bully. Find the support that you need through me or through anybody else, and live your life the way you should. This is JT, signing out.